Hey guys, I'm back. It's David, and This is the second part of my Star Realms United unboxing. Um, and Anyway, we started out with the Assault Pack, and I think I lied to you. I think I said the next one would be the Missions Pack, but instead I'm gonna do the Command Pack instead. So let's get to this. Um, these things are kind of hard to open. Um, Oops. I should do that before I start recording. Anyway, alright, so we're in. um, yeah, and again, okay, so we've got another, we've got another faction card here, and this, tells us what faction pairs we're gonna run into in this set. So it looks like we're dealing again with the dual faction cards. Um, so yeah, let's just take a look. Same deal. Um, we've got a ship and a base um, for each faction pair. And the first one we're looking at is a pairing between the Machine Cult and the Trade Federation, and it's this coalition freighter. So we've got a 4-drop here, gives us 3 trade power, um, and and then you get, yeah, those look alright. I mean, it feels a little expensive, but if you can get both of those faction abilities off, I mean, putting the next acquired ship on top of your deck is always nice. And, you get on top of that, you're getting the Machine Cult deck thinning ability um, to go with it. So, I don't know, just by itself, it looks a little weak, but yeah, like if you trigger both of those, if you can get the synergy going, I think that card could be decent. Excuse me. Um, the base here is the Coalition Fortress. It costs 6, and it's a 6 strength outpost. You get 2 trade power every turn, and the and you have that faction ability, which gives you a choice of authority or combat power. So pretty straightforward. Looks decent. Yeah. Um, so next we're gonna look at the Star Empire and Trade Federation alliance ships. And this one looks interesting. This is the Alliance frigate, and for 3, this actually reminds me a bit of the Blob Ram. I don't think its base strength is quite the same. It's a 4, and I think the Ram is a 5. But you get the faction ability. You get the faction combo. You can deal up to 7 damage with this guy, and possibly get 5 authority back. So, I think um, Trade Federation and Star Empire, like going that route, in my play seems to, be a decent strategy anyway. So this could be I think this could be a really good card added to that strategy. Um, Next is the base, and we're looking at here. Oops, sorry. Where's my camera? Lost it. This is the Alliance landing. Yeah, it seems fairly straightforward. It's 5 drop, 5 strength outpost. Um, gives you 2 trade power and faction combo for 2. I don't know. It looks okay. I feel like some of the, like, some of the trade federations and the federation bases by themselves I think look better than that. Um, you know, just in terms of being cheaper and having the utility choice choice options for their primary abilities. So I don't know about that one. That one, I'm a little unimpressed by that, but who knows? We'll see. So moving on, we're looking at the Blob Star Empire alliance cards, and here we have an assault pod, and yeah, this looks pretty good for 2. You get 3 attack. The blob in the base set, the blob card draw synergy is really powerful. Like if you can chain together, several, like blob pods, and you're just, you just keep throwing chip damage, and and picking up, and cycling through your deck all the way along. This one gives you the synergy where you can get that deck cycling from both blob and Star Empire cards. So yeah, it's costs a little bit more than the blob pod, but this one looks like it could be pretty good. It could fit really well in the blob, with the blob draw synergy. Excuse me. So here's our base. It's the Unity Station, and it costs 7. It's a 6-drop outpost, and we scrap a card in your hand or discard pile. You may scrap a card in the trade row. And then yeah, so this is basically deck thinning. And then you do get some damage if you get the faction synergy, and both factions can trigger that. So that's nice. I feel like there might be some cheaper ways to do deck thinning, though. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little iffy on that one. And so our last set is the Blob Machine Cult. Oh, wait a second. Huh. Looks like things may have been out of order. Oh well, that's okay. Well, this is a Blob Machine Cult card ship. It's a Unity fighter, and for 1 you get 3 attack, and you get deck thinning, and then you can trash it to get deck thinning. So there's a lot of deck thinning potential with this one. If you really want to, it seems like maybe you could accelerate, if you get 1 or 2 Unity fighters early on, you could really thin out your deck pretty quick, and then maybe even scrap the Unity fighters once you've added some bigger cards to your deck. So that could be interesting. I don't know. The next one, this is a big one. This is the last card in the set. It's a base, and it's a Blob Star Empire base called the Union Cluster. It costs 8. It's got 8 defense, and you get 4 combat power for it, and draw a card for synergy. So yeah, that it's expensive, but 4 damage every turn. Cost card draw synergy, and that one's going to take some work to get off the board. I mean, if you get this thing behind an outpost, I could see this one really doing some work. So anyway, that is the yeah, that's the United Command pack, and in the next video we will be checking out the United Missions pack. So stay tuned.